throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Back to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and 3rd and 8 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Now it's Wilson. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing again here, Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding it.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact. And not only that, he's able to hot-foot it downfield for good yardage.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He completes it right side of the lane. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this one is right down the middle. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Wilson. Oh, he pulls over it. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Wilson to throw. He'll buy some time right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Terry McLaurin, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants' decision to go for it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. A very important extra point there about the good, and that is going to put it on top of that point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So now the Bucs down on the scoreboard. Less than 90 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
Back to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They'll look to throw. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. He's back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Back to throw. This is caught by Evans. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Throwing now is Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DB, so a dime set here on third down. Here's Wilson. And he finds McLaurin. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if in it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. 2nd and 11. Fournette on the counter. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these